Good morning, y'all. Happy spring. March 20th, 2019. Uh, this here's your handy redneck coming at you. And today, since it's spring and all the bulb flowers are popping up all over the place, we're going to plant some bulbs of our own. We're going to do onions. And we're going to do them right around the tomatoes we planted yesterday. Why? Because tomatoes and onions like growing together. So, as you can see, I done took the plastic and everything off this morning. It's about 53 degrees out. It's a little nippy, but it's not too bad. You can see, even though we got into the high 30s last night, that the tomatoes here come out all right. Now we're just going to take our onions, little bulbs here. As you can see, these are tiny little bulbs. And we're just going to plant them this way. It's the little roots. And the top, we're just going to shove them into the ground and let them go. That's it for planting onions.
Ruby do. Hey.
So what we're going to do is, the tomato's going to be in the center, and then we're going to do 8 onions around it. There's 5. 6, 7, 8. Now, I'm going to bring you up close and let you have a look at what I just did. See, I squared them around, all 8 of those onions, and then I'll do it again there, and there, and there, and there, and there. In case of really little ones, I'll go ahead and put 2 of the little bulbs in. That way, if one don't come up, we'd be alright. Look at that one's done gone. Sometimes you get them like that, you know, that one's done gone too. That's alright, you just keep planting. Most of these are at the size, they'd probably be called the cocktail onion size. But we ain't having cocktails. These are onions that, well, hopefully, we'll have onions come winter. You know, we can hopefully store these and get us a nice supplement to having to go to grocery shopping for onions. when you plant onions, again, you get two crops out of them. These that we're planting primarily for a root crop around the tomatoes here. However, oh, pardon me, there's still smoke in the air and it's still getting up in my nose. I think I might have developed some pollen allergies. Anyway, as I was saying about onions, they're twofold. You can eat the greens and you can eat the root. The ones we're putting here around the tomatoes, we're doing primarily for the root. And that's why we're starting with little bulbs. If you want to do onions for the greens, it ain't the quickest way, but you can do them by seed. It's the cheapest way. Just about anything we do these days, if we do it by seed, that's the cheapest way to do it. Of course, growing your own is a lot cheaper than buying it from the store too. So we got that going for us. And again, you know, if they're real little, I do two in one hole. Give them a little extra bit of a chance that we get one at least. Now, this bag said there was 100 onion sets in it, and we're doing 8 times 8 because we got 8 tomatoes and we're planting 8 onions around those 8 tomatoes. So what is 8 times 8? 8 and 8 is 16. 16 is 32. 32 and 32 is 64. So we should have, once we all said and done, about 64 of these planted. Again though, these little ones we're doing doubles on. So, you know, that 64 goes up a little bit, but we only hold our breath on getting 40 onions. If we're lucky. You know, there's an old saying, don't count your chickens before they're hatched. Well, I know a lot of people are planting seeds. Planting seeds and say they got this many of this and this many of that. And I come back and tell them, hey, you need to stop counting your plants before they're sprouted. You know, same basic concept as don't count your chickens before they hatch. Now on this side of the bed that I'm sitting on, I've actually dropped in some cabbage seeds around here. So we should have some cabbages sometime soon. They should sprout up through there. I'm hoping anyway. If not, no big deal. I got another bed over there with some Brussels sprouts and cabbage and kale in it, so we ain't too worried about that. Now, these onions, like I say, I'm planting 8 around the tomatoes. You know, we got 8 tomatoes and we're putting 8 onions around each tomato. So that means in a square foot, each onion will get approximately 3.5, 4 inches of growing space. Now, if they use that whole space, you know, we're talking pretty big onions. I don't expect them to use that whole space. You know, I'm thinking if we get 2 inches in diameter, no, 2 inches in, diameter onions, we'd be all right. I'm hoping for 3 or 4 inch, but we're not holding our breath. It's starting to rain. That's nice. I don't mind the rain. Rain's good for us. I ain't sweet enough to melt anyway. Might be salty enough, but I ain't sweet enough. So we still got about a handful of onions left. I don't know if you can see down in there or not. These onions here, like everything else, I got buckets. You know, you saw yesterday we did some tomatoes in buckets. Well, guess what else we can put in those buckets with those tomatoes? That's right, we can do some onions. That way we ain't wasting and we're good to go. Now I'm debating, since it's trying to rain a little, whether or not I should put the tent back up. What y'all think? Plastic back up or not? Yeah, we might as well put it up. That way if we get a wind or something, it's less likely to blow away. Ain't that just so nice how that goes on? That's good. Bubba, what, did you hear thunders? Some big chickens. Some big pretty baby. since it is daytime and the temperature is a little higher. We don't want to cook the vegetables just yet. We'll save that until after we harvest them. They're much tastier after they've been harvested and cooked. You know, you cook them before you even grow them is kind of silly. But anyway, we open up the ends to let the air flow through a little bit. This does a couple of things. Like I say, it helps regulate temperatures, but it also helps to regulate and other things because it is moist in there, and if it stays too moist too long, we have a possibility of developing a fungus. So, and the fungus will kill off the plants, and we kill off the plants, and then we ain't got no food. If we ain't got no food, then we have to eat the pups. And even though this one here, he's kind of fat. Yes, you are. You a fat kid. We don't want to eat them. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop this here camera down a bit and let you have a peek into that tunnel. Sort of bird's eye. Not really. But as you can see all the way through that tunnel to the other end. That lets the air flow through. Then we'll actually move on over here to another one. And you see we got cabbage and Brussels sprouts and stuff at this end, and at that end we got some more Brussels sprouts and some kale. So also in this bed we got turnips seeded in and carrots along the edge, so they should be sprouting here pretty soon. Anyway, that's it for today, y'all. It's starting to rain, so I'm gonna go in, get some breakfast in me. I'll talk at y'all later. This has been a handy redneck saying see y'all later.